Planning a trip to Santorini? Steal our 6-day Santorini itinerary. Listen, Santorini has always been a bucket list destination, and here's how we were able to explore it without breaking the bank. Welcome to McMillan's on the Go, where we show you where to travel, what to do without compromising on cost or experience. So let's get into it. Day 1 of our experience in Santorini. We spent the morning exploring Oi. There's countless hidden gems and picturesque views. Listen, go early because it does get pretty crowded, and I recommend actually visiting midweek, like on a Wednesday, as there are typically less people at that time. At least that was the case for our experience. We had several places to ourselves before 10 a.m. After exploring Oi, road trip around the island. We hopped on the road and we drove around Oi. We drove from Oi to Fira, stopping at several spots like Pori, home to the gorgeous tomato farms. We stopped at an olive orchard. We stopped at a vineyard. In addition, we found so many picture perfect spots along the drive. We just pulled over on the side, snapped some pictures, and continued our drive. This can take you about 4 to 5 hours, maybe 2 to 3, depending on your schedule and how often you stop. Now, day 2, hike one of Santorini trails. There are so many trails that lead to unbelievable views. We ended the day after some of our trails at the Katamara Cafe Bar in Emporio, which is also their famous sunset beach restaurant. Now, at the time of our visit, no reservations were needed. However, the spots do fill up quickly as this is a famous sunset beach restaurant. So I would call ahead to secure your spot if necessary. Day 3, we spent the morning exploring Santorini's winery, followed by a visit to their wine cave museum, and we ended the evening with a sunset yacht cruise around the island. Now we visited, I'm gonna put the name here because I cannot pronounce that winery name and I know I'm gonna butcher it. It was a winery and museum, and we had an amazing time there, followed by our sunset yacht cruise, which included dinner. On day 4, we had a beach day. We visited several beaches around the island because we did have a rental car, but of those beaches, our favorite was the Mesa Piradia beach. Again, I know I butchered that. I will put the name here, but it was a secluded beach. It was very quiet. It was our 3 or 4 times going to a black sand beach, and what we loved is it was not crowded at all. It was just locals there, and we love how secluded it is. Now, day 5, we stayed at our itinerary. We stayed at our accommodation. We enjoyed the pool. We enjoyed some local areas around our accommodation. We enjoyed cruise ships going back and forth throughout the day, see the sunset. Again, breakfast was included, and if you want dinner, that's an additional cost as well. But we enjoyed our accommodation, and of course, day 6 was departure. So I'm going to link actually the exact location that we stayed in that I mentioned in this video, along with several other accommodations that you can consider. But I really enjoyed this spot, and when I find a spot that I enjoy, I like to tell people about it, because if you're going to Santorini, it can be expensive, but this spot was not expensive at all. It provided the views, it provided the food, it provided transportation to or from the hotel, the airport. It also gave you the opportunity to book your tours. It also gave you the opportunity to book a rental car, and they brought the rental car to you, and then they came back and pick it up. So I truly had an amazing experience, and I hope you will too on your trip to Santorini. So happy traveling.